All right, you're still tuned into Radio Now 95.3 FM Lagos. My name is Alexis, and this is Jollof Now. All right, you know how we do it every Thursday. We have beautiful guests, and today my beautiful guest on the show is Roberta and Roseanne. They are actors of Grind, the series coming out on Prime Video. They're smiling. Ooh, they have pretty smiles. Oh my God. They have such pretty smiles, and they have very unique names as well. Like, I have to say that. Like, I think aside from the fact that their smiles are pretty, their names are something that kind of struck me. So before you guess too much, then let me go far. I have Roberta Orioma in the studio with me. Roberta, say hi.
Hi.
And I have Roseanne Chikwendo, right?
Yes.
Your name is...
It's
interesting.
I know. Every time I talk, my name is Roseanne. It's like, is it Roseanne, Roxanne, Roxanne?
Yeah, because those are like the normal ones.
Yeah.
But then you choose. So is that a name from your parents or?
Yes.
Really?
My name. That's my name.
Roseanne.
Roseanne.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just like that.
Yes.
What inspired it?
So I'm Catholic. My mom said that she wanted to give me the name because of the day I was born. So the day I was born is a saint's name. Her name is Saint Rose of Lima.
Oh.
So she said she didn't want to do the regular Rosemary that everybody Rosemary Rose, so she went with Roseanne. I was born August 23rd, and it's the Saint for Saint Rose.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. I like that. I'm Catholic as well, so I can
yay.
relate. And Roberta, how far the name now? Any story?
Simple story. My mom wanted to name me after a friend. Basically.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's so cute.
Yeah, I know, right? And I've never met the friend, by the way.
No way.
Well, I'm serious.
Did you demand to meet the friend? Because I would.
No, I didn't.
You can't name me after somebody that I don't know.
I know, right?
Is that her best friend or something?
So I think I get a little backstory to her and the friend, but then she wanted to name me after a friend.
Relationships.
Yeah, because every time I say my name is Roberta, people are always like, what? I've never heard that before, and I get that a lot.
Like when you hear Roberta, it reminds you of like maybe some Spanish person.
Yeah.
You know, and like that's like back in the day. Not even they don't name the youngins that anymore. So it's like a really unique name. That
I've only met one other person that says Roberta. Yes.
She nice.
Yeah, she was really cool. Actually,
she pretty.
She's very pretty.
All right, so real quick, Roberta is. Let me make sure I get this right. A writer, a producer, and an actor.
Yes.
Did I forget anyone?
No.
Wow, that's a lot of titles under your belt, man.
Yeah,
that must be. How is that like?
Interesting, actually.
And in one movie, you do all three.
Yes.
I said work.
Yeah, it was a lot of work.
Like I feel like if somebody gives me something aside from presenting and producing, they should just add one more thing to it. I'm like, nope.
Just can't.
I can't. Like,
but it's a lot of fun. Like actually,
it is.
Yeah, I really enjoy what I do.
During deadlines, you enjoy it.
Yeah. So it can be crazy. Yeah. But even when it's crazy, I know I don't want to be doing any other thing. So you know that kind of like I'm going mad, but I'd rather choose this madness every other day.
Wow.
You know? So it's
that
mad in itself.
You're the definition of choose the job that you love, so you don't have to work a day in your life.
Exactly.
So deadlines don't stress you.
I won't say they don't stress me, but I'll take that stress over doing what I don't love doing.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
Okay, so Roseanne, over to you. You are an actor. Any other thing under your belt?
I am a model.
Ooh.
And I actually do present as well. I presented a couple of shows. There's a cooking show that made me realize like, oh, I actually like presenting.
Ooh.
Yeah. I wasn't the chef. We had a chef on the show. It was a cooking show.
Yeah.
And then he would make the meals and I would present it and then just basically teach people what our Nigerian culture has and different kinds of food. It was nice.
So since you're a presenter, let me do this for 1 second. Present like the next 5 minutes of this show.
Hello everyone, it's good to have you again on Radio Now 95.3 FM. Would love you guys to stay tuned. We have loads of goodies for you. Do not go anywhere. Call our number on 00123456789110. It's your girl Roseanne and I will see you soon.
Nice. That was really good. That was amazing. Please don't let them come and take my money.
No.
Let's just keep it on the wraps. Okay, so you said presenting, acting, and modeling.
Yes.
You do actually strike me as a model. So what? Are you still a model?
Yes.
So you still have works that you do till now?
Yes. I recently just shot a commercial for Hollandia Milk.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So is there ever a time when things like crossboard? You know, when you have to do a modeling gig, but you have to act as well.
Mm-hmm.
So which would you choose?
Oh no.
Which do you always choose?
Oh, does it come that easy? I honestly do. I don't know.
So you stress and do both?
Actually, yes. So over time, when I do commercials, you always have to act. Honestly, like there's a story that you're telling, like you're trying to sell a product, right? So there's a script that is written for these commercials, and you have to read. And yes, you do have to take those 1 million different takes at the same time. To me, they're like the same thing. I've had to shoot commercials for 2 days, 3 days, because you have to change your outfit, you have to say some words, you know, like you have to do different takes. It's still the same thing as me being on set. You take 1 or 2 spoons of the food that you're eating, you have to spit it out or swallow it and to do another take if you're not saying the right things, or if they want to do like different shots. So yeah, it's the same thing. We do a wide shot, we do a medium shot, and then we do a close-up.
All right. So it looks like the same kind of stress.
Yes.
See, both of you like stress.
I think we do.
Maybe that's the thing for the industry. I mean, if you're not stressed, then you're not making that money, right?
Wow.
yes.
Yeah.
Now, to talk about, you're both actors, right?
Yeah.
Roberta, you go first. Tell me about the most interesting role you've ever casted.
Okay. So, I think for me it's Grind.
Really?
Yeah, that's a series that will be coming out on the 20th of January. That's this month. And it is that it was very interesting and very challenging because of the story. Yeah, so the story is about survival. Girls trying to make it in Lagos. A girl that because of survival, she decides to start working as a stripper.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to make ends meet. So it was very, very interesting and challenging because to do that role, we had to go take dance classes, pole dance classes.
Really?
Right? Yes, and I am so lazy when it comes to working out. So I had to start working out because you need to be able to lift yourself on the pole, and then you have to have your arm strength, your core strength, your thigh strength, like a lot of strengths in parts of the body that I didn't know was supposed to have strength.
So do you have the strength now? I mean, I love the way you're talking about it because we have a pole. Just saying.
What?
Like we have a pole. We could get there right now. Do you want to show us a little something?
Maybe later. Maybe later.
Come on. You can't tease us like this.
You have to see the film, I guess.
Nice one.
Yeah.
So for you, Roseanne, what was in your acting career? What's the most interesting role?
Interesting role. I'll have to say Grind.
Grind as well.
Yes.
Come on.
Yes, because
Are you dissing all the movies you do?
No, we
okay.
are not.
Reason because I've never had to work hard. Right, but what I mean is,
But as a model, you've been working out.
yes, I do work out, right? So
We're not increasing your
pole
core strength.
dancing is a different level. When I mean on a different level,
The levels to this.
you have I had serious respect when I finished that project for strippers.
Ooh.
When you climb that pole, it's easy when you're seeing them, right?
Yeah.
And climbing up, it's in a total different level.
So did you get to the top?
Yes, we got to the top. Yes.
You know how long I worked to get
We
there?
worked so hard. So the reason why I say it's the most interesting for me is because I've never really had a project where, you know, the production says to me, oh, we need you to be on a particular type of shape and have that core strength.
Yeah.
So having to go through training for 3 months was a lot. Nobody has asked me to do that before. It's usually, once you cast, you're perfect for the role. We do, you know, screen test and script reading at most, and then we start to film immediately. But no, we had to go
I'm
for
actually
classes.
really impressed because I remember talking about, you know, Nigerian film industry with one of my friends the other day, and I was saying that, you know what? It's actually weird that Nigerian, I don't know who's in charge, directors, producers, whoever is in charge of casting people, doesn't actually get the characters to consume the role. Do you get what I mean? Like to assume the role. Like you see movies like, say for example, Batman, when this guy wanted to be in it. What's his name?
Christian Bale?
No, not Christian Bale. The guy from Twilight wanted to be in it.
With Robert Pattinson.
Thank you, Robert Pattinson. When he wanted to be in it, he had to actually assume the role. Even in Marvel, you see Chris Hemsworth has to lose weight. At some point, he had to add weight to become a hobo, and then he had to lose the weight again.
Yeah.
But then in Nigeria, it's just come and act. And then I don't want to shade certain movies, so I won't say their names, but then you say you want to do a movie about maybe a skinny girl or a girl who is, you know, losing weight over the course of time. And in the entire series, we're not seeing her lose 1 pound.
Right.
Doesn't make any sense. And I'm like, why do Nigerian movies keep doing this over and over again? They don't put enough effort into the looks of their cast. But y'all went through 3 months. That's impressive.
Over 3 months, actually.
So another thing you have to put in mind is budgeting. So when you have a particular cast that is perfect for your role, right? Having that person go through all of the changes for her body or for his body costs money, right? So when you're saying
to jog on Equaling Bridge.
no, okay, so as a working actor, right?
Yeah.
You cannot say you're taking that person for 5 months and expect that the person is not going to eat. The person has to feed. The person has to bills to pay, right? So if he or she is focusing on your project, then you have to pay. There is not really enough budget to say that you want to pay that person and be patient enough for the person to walk through, because the person has to be rejecting other jobs.
Yeah.
Right. So if you're saying like, oh, the person is losing weight, if the person gets casted for another role, another production might not want the person to be in that particular shape.
Yeah.
So the person is solely, you know, working on your project alone. So you have to pay the person.
So you're saying that the problem is that they're not paying
One
money.
of the issues. It is one of the issues. It's a lot, because if I'm not going to work for 5-6 months because I'm working out for your project, what am I going to be doing?
I get you.
Yes, so you
But
have to pay.
then maybe the plan is now to figure out the budget before you start the movie,
Yeah.
so that you don't have that problem.
Well, I think the truth is, when we analyze these things, the solutions may seem simpler than they actually are.
Yeah.
Right? Because there's also the part of raising funds
Coming
for
from a
filmmakers.
producer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
I'm coming from the
Wear
producer.
that producer hat.
Yes, I'm wearing my producer hat now to say that a lot of filmmakers find they're going through a lot to try to raise money for films, right?
Yeah.
Which means that we need like cash in this industry. We need investors in this industry. It's very important, because we have like a lot of good filmmakers, right? A lot of good stories, but because I know people that have really good stories, but they're still looking for funding till now for stories that are really, really good, right? So imagine now being able to raise some form of money. You are trying to make that money work for your project, right? So you have a choice. Do I do it or don't I do it? And not doing it is actually not a choice. So in that case, do you really have a choice?
I'll say that's option C. Option C. Because for me, I believe that anything worth doing is worth doing well. I want to watch a Nigerian movie and think, oh my God, that was so good. And when I see a movie and say that was so good, I'm going to look for the cast and the producers. And I'm going to look for something else that they are doing. And I'm going to follow them, because I believe now that you know what you're doing. So I'm not, because going on, you know, cable TV and then just watching random Nigerian movies and just thinking to yourself, why? Why? You know, but then if I see something that draws me and I'm like, that was really good. You know, that was really good. And I want to stay there. And I want to follow your progress. So I just believe, as a creative, anything you're doing, just make sure you really do it well so that it speaks for you. Because that's a lot of adverts. Like, the advert is not just people telling people or people. Your work is your advert. Like, it's your major advert. Someone sees it, someone likes it, someone wants to be on it, and they want to follow you up. They want to invest in you because they believe that what you're doing is great. So that's just That's just
Yeah,
me.
so I wouldn't disagree with you, because I think that the truth is, everywhere you find yourself at every point in time,
Yeah.
the most important thing is to want to put the best work out there.
Yes.
Do you get? So you have to do your best to try to put the best work out there. Just
Okay.
like, yeah.
So now let's talk about the reason why we are here. Grind the series.
Yeah.
Now, Grind the series is actually really, it's interesting, more than interesting for me, because Amazon Prime picked it up.
Prime Video.
Prime Video picked it
Yeah.
up. So that's amazing. That's
Yeah.
like, I wish I could clap for you guys here. That's
Yeah.
really impressive, you know, to have, because it's not small stuff now.
Yes.
When the big leagues,
Well,
Roberta is like, we're in the big leagues.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
how does that feel?
So I think for me, it's that I have a secret.
Mm.
I don't think I've actually like fully processed. Yeah.
You
And so I
haven't?
I think
Yes.
I work in like segments. Like so I compartmentalize a lot. So I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, what has to be done now? So that's what I'm focused on, right? Oh, okay, we have deadlines. We have to. What do we need to get out? What are we doing now? Oh, we have to make arrangements for it. So I've not taken the time to like sit in it.
Really,
Yeah. And then some of my guys have dragged me about it to say that, yo, we've done something. Relax, take it in. I'm like, am I sure I want to
yeah,
take it
that's-
in yet?
I get that. Because I'm like that sometimes. I'm always, I don't know whether it's waiting for the other shoe to drop, but I'm like, nah, it's not time to focus here. Maybe when season 1 comes out, it's like, okay, now we've made it.
Yeah.
Now we can
Yeah.
relax.
I will call you, because I literally had to call her when we put the word out and sent it on social media.
Yeah.
I had to call her again. I'm like, Roberta,
It's out.
we just did it.
We did it.
How do you realize what we just did? Like, I was crying like, oh my gosh, we did it, because this took a lot of work
Yeah.
and effort.
I can imagine.
We really did a lot of back and forth, and
So
I'm
who
super
got
proud.
that first call or that first email?
So me and the guys.
You got it?
Me and my guys.
Did
Yes.
you scream? Okay, I feel like you shouldn't scream.
I'm trying to remember my reaction. I think, like I said, I think I have delayed reaction.
Yes, you do.
Yes,
I
because
have
I'm always
immediate
like,
reaction. I went off.
You scream.
Should I shout? Like, I think the person standing
screaming.
at the bus stop at the apartment probably would have heard me when I was like,
Whoa.
I yelled so much that
I have to like, keep
created
quiet, shut
sweat.
up, shut up.
And I started to drip because I was screaming. There was a lot of anxiety going
Yeah.
on, but it was such a moment to realize, like, okay, all of your hard
Prime
work, all of the
Video.
back and forth, it's made sense now. Like,
Yeah.
people are going to see a wow.
Yeah, I think that's where I'm currently entering. The fact that people are going to see your work.
Mm.
Okay.
Pressure.
Yeah,
The pressure
I
is
know
on
that.
my
Okay,
side.
what's that? because what then happens is, which is one of the things me and my guys, I even say me and my guys a lot, because when I say me and my guys, I'm talking about the director, that's
Yeah.
Orioma, and then the producer Joshua
Josh.
Olaolu,
Yeah.
Lolua. So it's been I remember back then when we had the call for this film to say that we are going to start working on this film.
Yeah.
At some point, Josh had said, "Oh, this is madness. We're mad, right? Like this thing we're about to do. We're mad people."
Sounds
yeah,
like him.
Yeah. So we had that back and forth, and Lucky was like, "Yeah, we'll do it regardless." We're like, fearlessly, we'll do it. So Lucky's like, he's like you call him like a fearless storyteller. So like, well, let's do it. We can do it. So
The name Lucky.
Yes, lucky.
yeah, so it's so having to go through all that from where we started and now be here, I think it's amazing.
It's amazing.
Really, it is.
Yeah.
And for young filmmakers, it just makes us feel like dream.
That's
You-
good.
Just don't stop. Just do
Yeah.
it.
Just
And
do
do
it.
Yes.
Aside from the training, another thing that I was really happy about was, because this is a peculiar kind of story.
Yeah.
We had to go to like strip clubs. to
Nice.
Yeah.
So how was
that? Oh my God.
we had to go like watch the girls, like just see how they talk.
Yeah.
and be,
Yeah.
like just be an undercover, like just be
Crochet.
studying them, like because
Yeah.
we spoke in pidgin
Yeah.
in the series,
In the series.
and I had to brush up my pidgin,
Of course.
a little bit. You had to be razzed a little bit, like you chew gum and the tattoos. I just wanted to see how this guy, like,
Nice. I was going to ask if you actually did some understudy work for this.
Yeah.
And so, how was the experience like? Being at the strip club? Did you go with the guys?
Yes. We went with our director and producer, and then some of the actors. We went as well. So
It was fun.
yeah. So
It was fun.
I remember when we were sitting there, and then there's this girl that came out,
Yeah.
and then she started dancing. I'm like, oh my god,
Can't do that.
oh my god. I'm like, wow.
In a couple of weeks.
because some of them are so good. Like,
Yeah.
I think they've been doing it for, I don't even understand. Because
They've been doing it for a long time.
yeah, because I know how long it took me to. So there's this thing our teacher was teaching us. We're learning at a point during in class. So you
Yeah.
have to do like you have to flip upside down.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god,
Upside
she got it faster than I did because I was struggling. I could not lift
Bring
myself.
out that inner stripper, yo.
No, that came because I work out a lot.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, she
That
was
was
Okay,
okay.
if you wanna,
Yeah, but I
okay,
couldn't
fine.
lift
We'll
myself.
believe you if you want to use that to cover
And
up.
every time I'm always praying because I feel like, what if I go upside down and I slip and my head
Yeah.
hits the floor?
Yeah, that's my fear
It's
too.
over.
So when you got to the strip club, did you actually try to do anything?
Yes.
So when we were filming, yes, but when we went to observe, we couldn't climb on stage. It's
Yeah.
only their dancers that.
Yeah.
Because I asked, like, oh, can we go?
Maybe,
They're
and
like,
they were
no.
like, no.
Only their
Oh.
dancers.
There was this one time we went to the strip club, but we didn't go when they were on.
Yeah.
We went really
Yeah,
early.
yeah.
So we practiced on their actual
Yeah.
pole.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I was freaking out. I was like, I can't do this. I can't hold on. I'm like, how do these girls even hold on to this?
Yeah.
It's so slippery. So we had to learn the tricks, the powder thing.
Yeah, you have to put the
you
powder
can't
on.
do your normal girl. You know how we have our routines, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like with the oils and you can't
can't,
have all
yeah.
of that. You can't be saying you want to go for class with like
Oil
your
on your
jeans
body.
and stuff. No, you have to wear short shorts. Before I'm always like, why are they always wearing like really short,
Yeah.
like cheerleader shorts? And now I understand your leg cannot grip. Like I was struggling. I literally was struggling. So it took us time.
So when are we going
That's
to
it.
go to the pool so that we can? 'Cause I wanna see firsthand just for me. The cameras won't follow us.
Don't worry. We'll have a private. Oh, maybe you can come to class. We'll just have like a dance date.
Yeah.
That seems very interesting.
Yeah.
I'm looking
So
forward
shout
to
out
that.
to Let's Dance because that's
studio that you
yeah, she
learned?
taught us. Yeah,
Yeah.
she
Studio
Let's
to
Dance.
dance.
Really,
Yes.
yeah.
So
she's
there's
really
there's
cool.
another session where the strippers usually give their clients that come or like normal customers that visit the
Yeah.
club, which is the dancing part, right? So there's just like you have to tell stories with your face. How do you as a stripper, which is now where you now come to place to draw that attention to the man or the woman to say, hey, I'm sexy, aside from what you're wearing,
So that's
you
what they
have
taught
to
you.
you
Yeah.
have to.
You have to sell everything.
Yes, because honestly, you're not gonna get that money. They're not gonna spray you there. Let it pass.
So in the story, you were the one who taught the main lead
Yes.
how to strip.
Yeah.
You brought her into the business.
Yes.
Aye. So how
Yeah.
how was that for you?
It was different.
So that would mean that you were the top, you were the boss.
Yes.
So you're the gangan, the leader of the strippers. Like,
Okay. Well, yes, I was.
for you to be the one to teach now.
Yes.
I mean,
So I wanted my friend to have another means
of income.
and this was what I was doing, and it was paying the bills, and I thought like it could really help her, which was why I brought her in, and then I started teaching her stuff. It was different for me to have to go through all that training, because now you are the master. So we had this thing where I had to teach her, and I was, trying to explain to her how to grind and how to dance and how to hold on the pole. It was hard.
It was hard. Okay, so now that the whole thing has started, did you get some sort of backlash? Because I know how Nigerians are. It's stripping, so obviously there had to be some sort of
Okay, I think
negative.
I think that for the backlash, we're still waiting for it to come because the show is not out yet. It's coming out on the 20th of January.
So nobody that knows that it's in production has given like any one-off comments. Like,
Well, So I think at some point, because we put out teasers and stuff, and then I think some of us have gotten like some messages from people from some people that know us to say is it the best direction? Is it the best story you could have told? Like I know like other stories. Like why are we going there? But for us, it's that.
But it's unique.
Yeah, it's unique, and I think for us, it's also that. It's just a conversation that, and I used to say this thing, right? I used to say this when people ask me, I'm like, I could have been a stripper.
Yeah.
It's that simple, because the truth is, if my life had gone in a different direction, right? If I had probably made certain life choices, you never can tell, right? We're all born into different circumstances, right?
Yeah.
So my life could have gone in a totally different direction than the way it went, right? So I could have been a stripper. So imagine me as a stripper, right? And maybe I'm your neighbor. When I come out in the morning, you wouldn't know if I don't tell you.
Exactly.
Right? I'm just a normal person to you.
Yeah.
I may be your girlfriend, and I may not tell you that this is what I'm doing. You wouldn't know except you meet me in a club, right?
Yeah.
So the truth is, the idea was to humanize them, to say that these are actually people with feelings, right? They have dreams.
Yeah.
They have family that love them, regardless of whatever judgment you want to pass on them. They have people that care about them, people that want them well.
Yeah.
So I want to tell this story. I want people to see that these people are normal people. They're actually normal human beings.
So what was your biggest challenge as the producer now? What was your biggest challenge, with this series, with Grind?
Well, I
Seems
think...
like there was a lot.
So I would say that I had a lot of help. I had a lot of
From
help.
your
like,
guys?
Because I have like super producer on this, Josh Alaolu. I shout out to Josh. I like the super producer. If you have Josh in your corner, like you are
All
going
this
to
hype for Josh.
Yeah, all this hype for Josh.
I can't
really.
wait to talk to him.
Yeah, and then I also have like the amazing director Orire Wani. Lucky was there from the beginning. Like we went through every phase together. So it was a case of whatever was coming. We had a group, so whatever was coming, I would drop it on the group. Say okay, how do we fix this?
Yeah.
What can we do? Okay, what have we been able to raise?
Yeah.
Okay, what can we? Okay. Like so, even times where you are almost like down, you feel like, oh my God, what are we going to do? They're like, okay, but we've been able to do this so far, right?
Yeah, you got to remind you
yeah,
of
we've
the
been able
good
to do this.
times.
Yeah, do this so far. So okay, let's go.
We got
Let's
this.
go. So it was a lot of let's go. But I'm so grateful for them. I'm so thankful.
And for you, as the actor, what was your biggest challenge, aside the workouts or the dancing?
It's same thing. People that had, a little bit of clue that it was coming out. I mean,
The
I
judgment.
had to tell my mom.
As the major stripper.
And I had to tell my mom and my family, like,
As
this
the
was
Cardi B of the
officially.
show.
But I mean, it is not my first time. It's not my first project.
Oh, so it's
having
not your
to-
first rodeo, being a stripper. Wow.
No, not being a stripper.
When I was asking for other roles, you just mentioned modeling and presenting. Why did you high strip it?
Okay, so there are some roles that I've taken that I would say that are daring.
Yeah.
Right, so it's really not the usual. So yeah, they have seen me in
Those roles.
So this one is just going to be more attention because it's coming on Prime Video.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm sort of a little bit used to. Why do you have to tell this? And I was having a conversation with my family friend, and then he's like, "Do you have to do it? Why do you have to do this? You don't have to go through that direction. I mean, other actors can do it." I'm like, other actors, why can't it be me though?
Yeah, why can't it
Why
be
can't
you?
me? And the truth is, it wasn't mostly, we're focusing the story on, they're strippers, you get to see them,
Yeah.
in semi-nudity.
It was more about their life.
The life, the story, the struggle. We talk about like religion, we talk about relationship. We have these girls that, go through.
You really went in for controversy. You really said,
So
you
we
know
wanted
what?
to
Let's get them talking.
We wanted to tap into that topic because religion is really a big
Yeah.
part of us, and we just wanted to talk about what Christianity says and how we as Nigerians take Christianity to the next level, and not really like focusing on what truly it means, because you like if you ask somebody what does Christianity means to you, we have like different definitions.
How did your African mother take this part?
We will know very soon.
You will know very soon because we tapped into that. So Tarela's character had like the typical Nigerian mom. She was big in church, right?
Wow.
So we tapped into that.
They always say
tapped
always the
into that.
pastor's children.
Always, yes.
Always the pastor's children.
it's interesting that we actually have another character. She couldn't be here today.
Yes.
She's actually a pastor's daughter in the film.
Yes. I wanted to talk about it because it is what is happening. You honestly do not.
It could be anybody.
It really could be anybody. Like she said, there was a scene where I was filming and I had to take some picture with my colleague and the manager of where we were filming, because we filmed at an actual strip club. And he said to me, "You're not allowed to do that. They protect strippers so much, and they're like, they don't want people out there to know this is what
they do.
This is what's going, because they will just come, like we go for a spa date and you go for your massage and she will just be next to you. You wouldn't know what she's doing. Like it's just like, oh babe, I like your top. Where did you get it from? Like, it's just a random conversation until maybe you randomly now go to the strip club and then you see her and it's like, oh wow, this is what you do.
Okay, must be nice. I'm loving this. So you played a smaller role. Was this because...
No, actually, I played one of the lead roles, Tarela. Yes, so...
Wait, were you the one that was taught how to strip?
Yeah, I was.
You're the one
that she was like, she brought me into the life.
Of course, the master.
Yeah, the master brought me into the life. So I think for Tarela's character, it's that I think there's a lot to play. There was a lot for her going on with her, like internally, because she had like life was not where she wanted it to be, obviously, and then she started thinking of taking a job that she did not want to take in the first place, right? And then there's the whole idea of religion for her. There is the whole there's a relationship that she's in, so there's all that playing in.
Did you relate to any of this? Like, did you see yourself?
So yes, so yeah, real life, the part I could relate with most for Tarela was, I think, coming to Lagos, not having anybody in Lagos when I moved to Lagos 2016, right? It was such madness.
Wow.
Yeah. So
that's kind of like up your alley, because that's what you like.
I was stressed. I went through it. Like, no, I'm seriously though, I went through it. So I could relate a lot of times with her wanting to do so much.
Yeah,
right, wanting to chase her dreams, but not having the resources to do that, right? I could, and then there's a part of her that was mad at everything, at life in general. Because the truth is, a lot of times when you are in a position where you know that, oh, you have so many dreams and you want to achieve them, and then it's almost like, but why am I not doing them now? There's that anger, like you're upset, like. So I could in some ways relate to that bit of her. So but she's a very interesting character. She is she's very interesting. She has like layers to her, and then going through a lot. And then she has like a sister she would probably die for, a younger sister she would die for, and then she has like very interesting relationship with her mother. Yeah. So we touched that mother-daughter dynamic that a lot of people have
go through.
Okay, so I know that season 1 is not out yet. It'll be out January 20th.
20th, yes.
But what are the plans for season 2?
Okay,
because it's already so interesting. And you know how people watch things these days. It's binge or nothing.
Yeah.
For me, it's binge or nothing. I can watch season 1 in one day and be done with it. I'm like, where's season 2? Like, let's move.
So let me be the first to say that it's just 3 episodes dropping on the 20th.
Hey.
Then after that, it's going to be weekly.
No.
So it's 10 episodes.
No. You have to wait.
But for season 2, I think we have things we're already working around for the 2. But we also want to see reactions. We want to see what people think about it. Because you create for people to consume.
Exactly.
So we want to see what the feedback is like. We want to listen to what people have to say. We want to see how people connect with these characters.
Were you involved in the casting of the show?
Yes.
Ooh.
So it was my story idea. So
how did you cast Roseanne?
Our story was like, I think it's like one of the most interesting stories actually. So I had gone shortly before we were going to do Grind. I went to Ebony Life Creative Academy. I don't know if you know about it. I worked as a film school. Yeah, I worked as a TA for the acting director, Drickus. Shout out to Drickus. It was such a big help. Like, Anyways, so Roseanne was one of the students, like in the first intake, and then I was working as a TA there, and then there were a lot of amazing talents and like the talents that I met there. And she wasn't the only one from Ebony, from Ebony Life Creative Academy that was actually on this project. So I think that I was meant to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was meant to be there because it's not like we were even close while we were in school, right?
Yeah.
But it was like towards the end of school when we're going to audition, right? We're going to audition, and then I walk up to her and I said, so we have this audition for this film. If you have the time, come. And she was like, oh, she's going to be on set. I'm like, okay, but I think you fit a role there. But if you have the time, come.
Yeah.
And then she had worked all night. And then she came straight to the auditions after working all night. Yeah.
Hard working,
And then,
Roseanne.
yeah.
That's what you do.
And then she auditioned for the role, and then she fit the role we wanted. Like, so it's not like, oh, I casted her.
It was meant to
It's
be.
usually a voting process we do.
Yeah.
So
You and the guys.
Yeah, me and the guys. It's always me and the guys. Yeah, so we vote. Like, okay, we vote. This is our
like this
topics. Let's
person.
vote.
Yeah.
This is our topics. Let's vote. So it may not go in your direction. The voting may not go in your
So
direction.
I should
like,
come on audition and everything.
yeah,
You
we'll
know, we
vote.
gotta make friends with you guys. Let's Josh and Lucky.
Yes.
So that I can have 3 votes.
Yes.
I want to get all yes. Okay, so season 2 would be in works obviously after you get like reactions from
Yes,
season 1
yeah.
to see how it goes.
Yeah.
So, but like, what do you hope for the series? Like, what do you hope people should take out of it?
Okay, so I think for me it's that one, which is one of the reasons I made this film, for people to understand that judgment is easy,
Yeah.
when you're not the one wearing those shoes, right?
Yeah.
So probably try to understand that people are humans, right? And then just look at life from that perspective.
Yeah.
People are humans. It's not my place to judge. It's not your place to judge. Choices are choices. They have a right to make their choices. I think, like, that's one major thing for me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Roseanne, are you excited for people to see you backflip on film? I'm excited for that. Like, I'm looking forward to it. How many times do you backflip?
I don't know.
She did a lot. Wow.
No. Honestly, I don't. The pole dancing, it's now very big. I honestly don't remember all of the dances and things that I did. But I think for me, I
Speaking
want
as
people,
a true professional.
I want people to take the story part from my character, which
Very
is a
seriously.
series. So it's more on who she was as a person,
Yeah.
not just as a stripper, as a woman who wanted her life to be different. I mean, she didn't wake up and say, "Oh yes, I was going to be a stripper," right? Like she had dreams, and she wanted to go for a job, and they offered her a certain amount of money. She was like, "This isn't what I wanted to do," right? And I just want people to understand and know that there is more to these women than them just coming on stage to dance for you.
Yeah.
And we also talk about we as women, we as what we go through, how we say, "Oh, you're my friend," the things we actually do to ourselves, because that's what you actually get to see, like the jealousy, the fact that when somebody says, "Oh, I'm happy for you," are they truly happy for you? The fact that somebody says, "Oh, they want to help you," as women empowerment.
So you broke down the entire women empowerment.
Yeah, there's like
or the facade around it.
Is the story on how women want to support women. Do we really want to support women? So that's like the really part that's intrigued me. It's still a conversation and arguments that we have between
back to back.
back to
She does not let it go.
arguments that we have, like that particular topic, having like, do we want to support each other career-wise?
Yeah.
Do we want each other to be there? Because the minute you come to the limelight and I brought you to the limelight, am I happy that you are sharing that limelight with me?
Yeah.
But there is space for everybody, and that's what I want people to take on from this story.
Okay.
We can all be successful.
So, Roseanne, do you ever, or rather, in the story, did you ever accomplish those dreams that you actually set out for? Because it's like, okay, I don't have the money to get this done. That's the entire story, right? And then I go into stupid. So did you eventually get enough money?
You would have to find out.
Yeah.
I want you
Want
to
you to
watch
find
and
out.
Find out.
And then we
what
can have a
really
conversation
happened.
after you've
Yes.
seen it.
No
I
problem.
would want, I would
Looking
place a
forward
call
to that.
you and ask you what you feel about the decisions that Idesiri made
Yeah.
towards her her life and towards that of Tarela, and just be the judge to say, did she make the right decision? So I'll leave that to you.
I mean, I'll be looking forward to your dancing. I mean, you've been shaking your body here all day. I'm thinking maybe you wanted to dance for us.
Oh, wow.
Yes, Roberta is a dancer. Like, we cannot go anywhere, even at the gym. Anywhere we go, she's the dancer.
Oh, wow.
Yes. If we go for an event.
Oh my God.
Roberta is the dancer.
I'll say 1 or 2 now. Hot stepper. How far?
So I think
yes.
without when the cameras are not there, I think for me dance is like an outlet.
Some music.
No, it's just like when things really get stressful and stuff, I would like to just have music and just dance it out. Like, it's just everybody will have our thing, I guess.
I got you. No worry. Off the stage. Get you to start. Okay, so before I let you go, on the premiere, which is January 20th, is there any celebration event, Or it's just going to be catch us on Prime Video?
Yeah, we're going to be available. We're premiering on Prime on the 20th of January. But if there's any other changes before then, we'll definitely send you an invite.
You CC me, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
CC me. Definitely.
No problem. Roseanne, I know that the grind is amazing. Forget your producer. Don't look at her. After this project, what else are you looking forward to? Or like, what other producers are you looking forward to working with? Forget Roseanne for me. Roberta for a minute.
Okay. I'm not going to look at her, but I have to talk about her. So we have a series that we want to produce together.
Aside grind?
Yeah.
Also, you want us to get on that producing?
Yeah.
Wow.
Roberta has
Convinced
you.
you.
Yes. Definitely influenced.
Like you influence the guys.
Yeah.
I like lucky influenced you.
So we have a series. Story is being worked on at the moment, and
you're writing the story.
Yes, Roberta.
Yeah, with a couple of other writers.
Okay. So we have it's a 10 episode as well. Not particularly for any, but we want to also tell a different story, a relatable story. So we're looking at targeting the audience of women and our lives on what we go through. Basically, you living in Lagos.
Yeah.
What is your life about living in Lagos? How is it been going to work and all of that? So.
All right.
It's
and so you, Roberta, sorry, you wrote for Grind.
Yeah, I was one of the writers for Grind.
And you're writing for this as well?
Yeah.
For the new project?
Yeah, I write.
She's a triple threat.
All right.
She's a triple threat.
Yeah, she's saying it so casually.
All right. Like, I actually had a film I wrote was in the cinemas, Symphony, at some point.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Symphony.
Yeah,
oh,
I wrote
yeah.
Symphony, yes.
My dynamic duo partner was in it.
Oh, okay.
Doris Okoro.
Yeah. Doris was in it. Yeah, I wrote Symphony.
Yeah, Doris was in Symphony.
Yeah, so I write.
Good stuff. It's a good
Thank
show.
you.
All right. So, real quick, I want to ask you very random questions now. Are you ready?
Oh my God. Okay.
So when you will not dance, Roberta, you've already promised me that you dance after this, right?
Okay.
She'll dance.
Right?
We'll schedule. We agree. We will schedule a dance date. So we'll go to our dance studio.
Roseanne, I don't want to make plans with you anymore. It just seems like you're going to take me on a long thing. I'm not ready for that.
Don't worry, I got you.
You sure?
Yes, I got you.
Okay, cool. So, before I let you go, quick question.
Okay.
What do you do for Roberta now?
Oh God. Okay.
What do you do when you're not writing, you're not producing, you're not acting, and you're not dancing?
I read novels. I'm obsessed. God.
You're obsessed with novels?
Yes, historical, romance novels, dystopian world novels. God, I can go on and on. And then if it's a series, I can just be there for days until it ends. I can't stop.
Sure.
I won't sleep. I won't do anything. I won't want to stand up to eat. I'm obsessed. It's bad.
Okay.
Yes.
That's a serious obsession there. Let's just leave that.
Yes, I agree. I tell her.
Roseanne, if you were stranded on a desert, and you had to pick 2 people from Grind to be with you or to save you, these 2 people, if they don't answer you, they can't, like, you're literally going to be, dead. Who would you pick?
I have to pick my chief.
Who's your chief?
If you watch it, you'll find out.
Okay.
Because I know, I'll get billed. My chief, and then, Actually, I'll call Tarela. I mean, not just...
Really? You're sure?
I'll call Tarela.
She'll save you.
Yes, she would.
Okay.
She would.
So that's if you say so. If you say so. It's been an absolute pleasure having
Tarela can
you.
be ride or die. It's like ride or
We
die.
have that love-hate relationship.
I can't see you. I have to watch the series, and then when I watch it,
Yeah, we'll talk.
if you're truly not ride or die, I'll call you.
Yes, we'll let you be the judge. So
Yeah.
when you
we'll actually have
watch,
to talk about it.
So
Yeah.
we will talk about it.
We'll talk about it.
So, we'll hear what you have to say.
No problem.
See whose side you're on. Team Edesibi or Team Tarela?
Or team both.
I'll just be team somebody else.
Okay, but yes, there are actually other people.
She could be Team
Be
Tiwa.
team somebody else. Why do I have to be team both of you? Like I pick a completely different cast and be that person's team.
True.
I'll be the team of the guy who sits at the bar drinking wine. That guy.
Yep.
That's the guy that I'm going to be. I'm going to be on his side. All right. Thank you so much for being here at Radio Now. You're officially now Radio Now's family. So,
Thank you for having us.
you're welcome. So we're definitely going to see more works from you. I'm looking forward to the project that you're working on, the both of you.
Yes.
And is the guys, are they going to be involved in this project?
Yes. So is the guys.
Yes, we're family now.
We're
Oh, it's a
family.
family
Yes.
now. Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, we're family.
Okay, so I'm looking forward to that. Excited to see it. So guys, go check out Grind on Prime Video on the 20th of January. That's this month.
Yes.
That's like next week.
Yes.
Yeah, it's already here. So go
Yeah,
check
Friday.
it out. Yeah, on Friday, go check it out. Lots of amazing stuff. Trust me, you would enjoy it. I'm seeing these two gorgeous girls here with me, and I just can't wait to see what they will be up to in that series. Yes, yes. They have a lot of ginger, a lot of energy, a lot of, I can't wait. And of course, for the guys, when I get to interview the guys,
The guys.
Yes. Lucky and Josh.
Lucky
Yes,
and Josh,
yeah.
I would see, their own side of the story, and if they match what you guys have been saying.
Okay.
Just bear in mind that you're directing and producing, and then we as cast, it's a different
It's a
side.
different side. No wahala. No problem. Thank you so much for being on the show. All right, and that concludes today's episode of Jollof Now. See you next Thursday when we do this again with other amazing guests. Okay, you've been an absolute pleasure. Do stick around because What's Poppin' Naija is coming up next. Don't touch that dial.